You can't kill me. Not here. The fetid prince will bring me. We watch in slow motion as an impeccably placed arrow impacts the temple of the hideous demonic lord known as Volmer. The skull beneath his hanging flesh shattering as the wooden shaft buries itself deep within. What little light there was residing in the cavernous sockets looming over Anna fades away, as what life there was within leaves the Deacon of Decay. As the form teeters on the edge of the throne, we see the mass of inky tendrils recoil into the stone floor with a horrible screech and boiling hiss, vanishing nearly as quickly as they came. And then, at last, the form of Lord Volmer falls. We watch as Anna takes a deft step out of the way as he smashes against the floor where she previously stood. You all stand in a temple chamber roughly carved from the stone walls of a winding cave system known locally as the Mictalas. An eerie silence hangs within the chamber. The only sounds are those of your party's heavy breathing from a battle well fought. As we start to survey the chamber, our focus is drawn back to the slumped form of Lord Volmer. A sudden twitch, and then another. A crack, a pop. We see the fatty jowls beneath his toothy maw begin to vibrate, as does the shaft of Arthur's arrow still lodged 3/4 of the way into his head. Before suddenly, as if some unnatural force rapidly expanded from the center of his brain, the entire head of the Deacon of Decay explodes into a mess of red mist. I need everyone within 60 feet to make an intelligence saving throw. I believe that's everyone within the room.
Even if I'm up in the air?
I think so. Yeah, probably.
All right. I mean, I was trying my best to get out of it.
Pythagoras says pretty close.
I'm going to use a bottle cap on this one.
I still have Bless on, so that's where the +2 came from.
Beautiful.
Heroism.
I don't think it gave me the bottle cap.
Oh, you got a 24 with the bottle cap. So
24 is pretty solid.
I bet you
I rolled a sick 3 on the die with +6.
Yeah, Clavius and Xerxes, probably not, and I'm borderline.
That's Sarah. All right. In this moment, you all have what feels like the precursor to some horrible headache. Those of you at 15 or above are able to mentally overcome the sudden rush of psychic energy beseeching your mind. Those of you 14 and below, you feel immense, what you may describe as mind-breaking pain. Unlike anything you felt before rushing through your skull, permeating your very mind. It pulses from your head through every inch of your body, and you are stunned. Frozen in place for a few moments, when you are unable to shake off the effects. I'm going to roll some damo. $22 points of damage to Xerxes and Clavius.
Am I going to fall out of the air?
You are going to fall. Yeah. As you fall, you will impact the ground and take 2d6 points damage. 9 points damage as you hit the ground with a crack. You all felt this pain in your mind. Two of you, it feels somewhat familiar to another blast of psychic energy. But to Xerxes and Clavius, as this unknown pain explodes through your nervous system, you immediately see white. As your companions watch your body crumble to the floor, Xerxes falling out of the air, you find that your vision is no longer your own. You see flashes of bright light and foreboding darkness rush through your mind's eye. In the moments of light, you see forms, you see shapes, you see visions. An immense cavern illuminated with dim lights of purples, greens, and blues. A writhing, shapeless mass, submerged in viscous fluid, pulsing with an unending cloudy sea. Thousands of humanoid shapes, unmoving, bound, or tethered to the interior stone walls of some impossibly tall tower, obscured in darkness and mist, extending up into oblivion. You hear sounds, otherworldly echoes, screams, growls, language. You no longer feel pain, nor fear, nor warmth or cold. You feel as if your mind is no longer your own, no longer under your control. You hear, no, you feel the presence of others. Thousands upon thousands of others, all thinking the same thing. Hunger. And then it all vanishes. And that vision that you had begins to blur, and you start to focus back in on the stone chamber around you. Xerxes, you don't remember falling, but you find yourself there on the stone floor. And Clavius, you look down and see a few small droplets of blood just hit the stone beneath you, and both of you feel this warm trickle on the sides of your face and under your nose as blood is kind of leaking out of your nostrils and ears. That's where we're going to jump in.
Did anybody else see that? Did anybody else hear, feel that? He's shaking out the cobwebs.
Feel what? Us kicking his ass?
Xerxes hit the ground pretty hard.
Isabel's gonna go over to Xerxes. What happened? You hit the ground very hard, it looked like. Are you alright?
Oh, I'm not really sure. These things do this sometimes. They come in and out. He's rubbing, his shoulders.
Is the blood noticeable?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I just didn't know since he was a tiefling.
Unless he cleans it up, it's pretty clear. He's got a nice white beard that's really catching a lot of it. Yeah. I'm launching the sandbox real quick, so if it needs to be restarted, we'll have it. All right, continue. Sorry.
You're just kind of in a daze.
Well, kind of just like takes your head and kind of like turns it a little bit, very gently, just kind of looking it over. And well, aside from whatever bruises from hitting the ground, looks like most of this is internal. I'll see if I can fix it up. It is a little-
Thank you. I'm normally more careful than that.
Actually, I think that would still be running. Would never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it would be, as long as it
Yeah,
literally wasn't
okay.
on the last
I
round.
mean, it just.
I forgot how many rounds it passed. So.
It was not a 10-round
It wasn't.
combat.
It wasn't 10.
Okay.
For the next, like,
30 seconds.
30, yeah,
So-
less 20, 30 seconds or so. It'd be
14
full.
total then.
That might be it, though. Anna would like to do an investigation on this Jabba the Hutt monstrosity.
Anna, as you approach his, form, now crumpled into the rear corner of the chamber, where you see a nice splattering of crimson red blood now dripping down the stone walls near where his head once was, is just a heap of the dirty purple and golden silks. And as you start to approach and start to look around, it begins to rapidly rot and decompose before your eyes. The scent in that area of the room becomes nearly unbearable as ripe death just permeates the air. However, the decay burns so quickly through his entire form, and the smell that came with it passes in a matter of seconds. And where Volmer once slumped, now only remains his apparent earthly possessions that he carried on his person, which appears to be a small metal key, a holy symbol on a golden chain that you would all be able to recognize as the symbol of Juiblex, the demon lord of Ooze. And lastly, something you all had seen him use in the last fight, which is a large ruby-encrusted staff topped with a massive red gemstone carved in the likeness of an oversized human skull. And this is a very large quarterstaff, very big.
Can I do a
10-foot reach.
Can I do a history check on the red skull?
Yeah.
Does it look like? I want to know if it looks like the red skull.
Check on Red Skull. He fought Captain
I would
America, and gotta let the joke happen, Connor. Okay, give me a second.
Well, I have an actual reason to do it, so
I know you do, but I've got.
But
That's
I'm
why
cutting
I'm
it off.
trying to interrupt and get the joke in.
Yeah, he stole
I
the
tried to-
Tesseract. We got to find it.
This exact situation happened last time where y'all didn't let me get the joke in. So, yeah, that's right. Nate stole Tesseract, then was sentenced to guard the Soul Stone on Vormir for all eternity.
Wow.
Boom. You're welcome, Michael. Next one.
He did get
Anytime.
recast the second time.
You have figured out my skull puzzle.
I wanted to see if the red skull looks anything like the red skull that Fillmore has on his belt buckle.
Lovely. Did you roll? Yes, you did. Though they look similar, you get the sense that the previous was maybe more decorative with Fillmore, and maybe not. And it's possible that this is decorative as well. This one seems carved from some large gemstone, while his was not jewel encrusted. Fillmore's.
Okay.
You don't necessarily think they're connected from what you're seeing currently.
A wise man once told me red skulls eventually make a belt buckle.
Yep.
Is that the...
I think that's it.
And last check before I see the floor, an Arcana check to see if the staff is magical.
You get you're unsure exactly what it is. You get the sense that he was definitely wielding it as at least a focus of some kind. So magic can be coursed through it. You're not 100% sure if it's magical or not.
Okay. All right, I don't want to pick up the key in the ruby encrusted staff, and would probably start stomping on the holy symbol of Demon Lord.
As you pick the staff up, you're immediately sure that it's magical because it resizes to the normal size of like a quarterstaff, like a walking staff, to fit the size of your person.
Okay.
And no longer has like an immense amount of reach as it did with him.
Okay.
Like it's shorter than your Talir, but still pretty good walking stick.
Okay.
And now you are 100% sure it's magical. I would say.
All right. Well,
Or maybe you're like, force perspective. I don't know.
I mean, I'll keep investigating if people don't want to, but I assume other people would want to look around.
Steven will check out the body of one of the twin things.
Beautiful. As you kind of walk over there, what you immediately note is that the corpse is no longer present.
Good.
You just see that spiked golden plate that is, you would note, shaped pretty uniquely to fit the elongated like forms that these Americans take. And of note, previously where the unnerving smile of a human child once was on the chest like head area, is now just a smooth blank golden dome. Their golden halberds that they carried are also amongst their armor, which, looking at them, Stephen, you would note that they're very hefty weapons, like oversized, but just the golden halberds. Okay, so there's that. What else?
I would like to see what's going on with this red mist over here after she's done stomping on the holy symbol.
Stomping the symbol of Jude like into the ground.
Yep.
So yeah, what you find is that there was this like strange throne made of humanoid and what looks like animal skulls and bones. And kind of pooling around it is what appears to be blood on first inspection. There's just like the throne is built upon this like basically like kiddie pool of what looks to be blood. And he was sitting just upon this.
Yeah, I've already climbed up there and I'm sitting on it. By the way.
Clavius is now sitting on the arm, just like so.
Maybe he needed the blood to keep from decaying. I don't know. Either way, I think we should go to the rest of the group and see what what people want to do next. Nana will walk back. Is everybody okay?
Anybody need some treatment at all? Everyone fine?
Steven's fine. 'Cause I think you
Good
did
enough
some
to keep-
heavy duty heals right before we ended. Like in combat, like right before he died.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Well, that was Valmer. Hard to believe we found him so quickly, but that's who we came for. Now,
Do we think? Oh,
I
sorry.
think it could be wise to poke around a little more. We still don't quite know what they were doing. Maybe what they were digging for. And maybe like there's other things to sabotage, like we did. The wheel. So I'd be okay with poking around a little longer, but wanted to see what everybody else thought.
I mean, do we think there'll be anything left for us to find? I mean, that we saw them carrying the chests out. Sure, it can't hurt, but I'm worried. I'm just worried they'll come back, or somebody might come back at some point.
Yeah.
And we don't
We
know
probably have
the layout of caves is maybe my biggest concern.
Well, if possible, I'd at least like to go back down those stairs to the side over there, see if there's any intelligence or anything. Then we don't know, because we came in through this front, right? So the stairs to the right, sort of where you guys were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe. Yeah. No, there's no problem there. I think meta-wise, I think it's safe to intuit. I know myself and one or two other characters were in a big cave that like stretched north before Bartlett found the doors. So I think it's a good bet that that's where those go. But yeah, let's definitely check that out.
Yeah, and Stephen, from where you are, and I think where Anna is, you can see that there is a door here.
Oh, okay.
I know the maps are hard to see that stuff.
Before we leave here, is there any chance those highly valuable and highly heavy halberds can go in a bag of holding?
Yeah, how heavy are they?
I mean, if they're real gold, we want them as heavy as possible, right?
So you pick one up. How heavy is it?
Probably about 12 or so pounds.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So 2 gold halberds.
Yeah, chuck those things
they
in there.
They can fit in the bag.
Make sure did you write down the key?
In the bag of holding, not in the haversack.
Yep, I know Clavius is pretty full, so I'm assuming if it's going to a bag, it's going to my bag, or the group bag that Anna's carrying. So yeah, I've got small metal key, and Anna would hold out the staff to Steven and be like, "Do you want to take a look at this now or later?"
Later. And Steven
then
Steven's going to give you a weird vibe about it later. And I'm really pissed at Michael for what he's done.
I've done nothing.
Yeah, you know exactly what you did.
Did he make a staff of power that a good character is going to have a problem holding?
No, he's just remembering 2 conversations we specifically had about magic items.
All right, well then Anna will come over here and open this door if there's no other objections.
No. Just try to find out what we can.
You see what looks to be like a chamber, a room. Within the room is a bed. There is also another brazier. This one does actually have wood and ash in it, unlike some of the others. And also of note is a chest. And those are the immediate things that you notice just by walking in.
Okay. Well, Anna would go over and well, let's be real. She's never opened a chest that has traps on it. She would just try to open the chest.
Beautiful.
To be fair, it's not like we have a rogue who can try and check for it or anything. So
I'm
are
gonna
you
like
just-
I'm just gonna see if I can open the chest.
I think we have a key. That's what we have.
Oh yeah, duh. Anyways, how about this? Is the chest locked?
Yes, the chest does appear to be locked.
Does the small metal key that Anna pulls out of the bag of holding enter the chest?
Yeah, do you put it in there?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yes, it goes into the hole and you turn it and it does indeed click.
Okay. Anna will open said chest.
Roll for initiative.
Nice. So sorry about initiative rolls.
I loved that all like the instincts were there too. Like everyone wanted to check it, and then it's like, nah, we'll be fine. We haven't seen a chest that does anything crazy. It's perfect.
I mean, she's never seen one in her life.
It is what it is. Yeah, I agree.
jeez Louise.
All right, let's get at least some combat.
Sorry, did we mention that we took a long rest and leveled up?
All right, everybody get in the initiative wheel on there. Sarah isn't, of course, because God, why would she be? I always forget. Okay. Oh, so. Okay. First things first. Will be the surprise round. Which is just very fun. Anna, as you click the key in there and it opens, and you're like, yes, perfect. You lift the lid, and you immediately just hear zzzz as this massive swarm of what appears to be all sorts of bugs flies out and into the air around you. And they will act in their surprise round. Okay, let me just pull up my character sheet, please. If you want to see these fun tokens, there's one of them. That's great. There's one of them. And there's one of them. So that's really fun.
I feel like we're in the part of The Lion King where Simba meets Timon and Pumbaa and realizes these creatures value bugs.
They look delicious. All right. First one is going to fly. They're all going to attack the one that opened the chest, shockingly enough. All right, first attack. 3 attacks. 1 from each. All against Anna. 5 to hit. 14 to hit. And 10 to hit. 3 solid swarm attacks.
Yeah, Anna's just like swinging her hands.
All right. I don't know why I clicked all the way through. Top of the order. Arthur, you see these bugs. Maybe you don't. Oh, you're very far over here. Arthur, what do you want to do? People are moving.
Arthur will go into the hallway to check the cat.
There. He's still there.
Doesn't seem to be doing so well. He might go into surgery tomorrow.
Yeah, his toe looks injured, as well as his ego. Alrighty.
Cat was gonna do this. It's advantage on smell only.
Because
So the lesser grade.
beautiful. Seems pretty chill,
Cool.
as it has been. The first swarm. Bop, bop, boop, beep, 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 boop, bop. No, they're just gonna, for right now, they're just gonna continue. Bite against Anna. 9 to hit. Clavius.
I appreciate you having mercy on me, Michael. Or the dice.
I have no mercy. It's the dice just have mercy, apparently.
He is a wise and benevolent DM. he appreciates that this is escapism for us. Coming tonight, just not feeling great.
So he sends you bugs to kill.
Did the bugs make enough noise that I would have heard them from here?
I mean, she opened the chest. So if you were planning on following and getting in there, you probably heard her open the chest. I don't know. She yelped as the many bug, because I know I would have. I would have yelped and ran very far away, as I did on a disc golf course when I got attacked by bees.
That was
Swinging
great.
my shirt into the air. It's very
That was
scary.
awesome.
So,
Never forget.
I think what I would do, what Clavius would do, is go towards Steven and look in the room, and I could see them from there.
yeah, they are swarming around her. And if anyone's wondering, this is the fire giant fight after killing the dragon. You all are going to die to these swarms.
That would make for quite the turn on the YouTube video.
Just has to draw X's over all those art and things that I drew. Great.
We'll go northeast.
Done with it.
And who's around me? Steven and... okay. Use the rest of my movement to kind of block the way there.
You note as your hammer goes through, you hit some of them, but it's very hard to tell how well it's doing against all the swarming bugs. That's what you know. Anything else?
Nope.
Beautiful. Isabel.
Isabel's just gonna move up and use her action to defend Anna, kind of trying to swat the insects away with her shield.
Love it. This one's going to move into your space because they're allowed to do that, which is so cool. And attack Anna. $15 to hit.
Doesn't miss.
Come on!
That was good damage, too.
I know.
11 points of damo. The hell did it even roll? Solid. Wow. Steven, I see a perfect opportunity for lightning bolt.
I do, too. It is. The good news is Steven is down to exactly one spell slot, and I'll let you guess what level it's at. Yeah, Steven sees a bunch of bugs, and
Thought about casting insect swarm.
yeah,
That'd be fun.
that would be fun. My bugs versus your bugs.
Yeah.
Um,
Little bug fight.
Well, kind of, I'm just like, and like try and finesse a firebolt over the tops of
I love it.
his people's heads.
I never think I'd say this, but the swarms get a little bit of little cove bone. All right. As you try to finesse that through there, the frame of the door just gets in the way, and it just affects your shot.
I need better blocking.
Anything else, Steven?
No,
Beautiful.
he would not think to move.
All right, this one's sticking to its target for the time being. Critical fail. All right. It's not a named swarm. Anna, it is your turn. You are beneath a swarm of bugs.
So if I attack, am I like attacking the one in my square, or am I
You
like
can
using the one?
You can attack wherever you want. Yeah, there's. You can attack that one.
I would think it would make sense to just hack at the swarm that is currently occupying the same space as me.
Love it. Yeah, it makes sense. Gotta do what you gotta do. Critical threat.
There you go.
Oh my god. What is happening? It's confirmed critical.
I hope it's like.
Gut cut.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yes,
Poisoned.
poison the bugs.
Are they immune to poison? No, they're not. They're not immune to poison, so that's awesome. Let's see. Con negates. I'm sure they have a great con. 17! 17.
DC equals total of the
doesn't
26.
The swarm is poisoned, which is just insane that they're not immune to that. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Great. Let's see if they even
Survive. No, again, I want to be meta and start attacking another one, but that doesn't make any sense. So.
They are still good, actually. That will also hit. They are bloodied. Swarm, there looks to be about half the amount of bugs that there were before you started swinging with insane
Wildly.
ferocity and poisoning them, question mark. I'm just gonna help me remember that the red dot is also poisoned apparently. I can put a poison on there.
Which one is that? Swarm of beetles?
Let me just
the
do
one
my
that's on me.
I'll just do my actual job. Anything else on it?
Oh, somehow that was a turn. Nope.
I mean, great start. Xerxes, you ever shot bug with a gun?
He's doing the math in his head, trying to figure out what to do. And he figures, it's a swarm.
Mhm.
He's going to attempt to disorient and disperse. So he says, "Fire in the hole!" And he just chucks in one of his flashbangs.
Amazing. I thought you were going to say that.
There, into the hole, if you will.
Yeah, fire into the hole.
Yes,
That's what they say.
exactly.
Hold on, I have a piece of paper that has all this.
I know. I need to add it as a weapon or something, so it's a D20 plus my Dex mod is the throw.
Yeah.
And then you have a con save of 14. But
That's good.
I'm trying to figure out you know what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But I don't know how to roll that.
I got it. Roll. If you just click on dexterity, the actual
That's right.
word.
The actual word.
Yeah.
God.
Ooh, I love that. Fire into the hole. This is great. This is great news. The good news is the swarms are going to make a Constitution saving throw as you roll that guy in there. The bad news is it took a bad bounce, and Isabel, Anna, Clavius, you're actually safe. But Isabel and Anna also need to make Constitution saving throw. DC is 14. Here's my
Right.
swarms. 2 fails. Beautiful. Isabel, a loud flash goes off in your face, and you are stunned until the start of your next turn.
Good to know it works.
Which, good to know it works. They're stunned. You note the bugs seem to just start swarming more, as they may not be immune to poison, but they are immune to stunned. Shocking. I don't know who the wild person is that made swarms the way they made them. Anything else, Xerxes?
No, he's
If
stunned.
anything-
He's stunned himself.
If anything, it was a successful deployment.
That's true.
Saru, you hear a loud and maybe see a
Yeah.
flash.
What in the?
And then as you approach, you see these bugs flying all throughout the room. And Isabel, covering her head.
Is that the room there? Oh, okay. Cool. I can't see who's what.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess in there.
Hold on.
Anna is completely covered in beetles.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was like,
She's literally covered in beetles.
So he's gonna go. Oh, 90 creatures. Let's move it so 30 was there. That's enough. Weird.
Sprinting into the room like a cat. Hurtling over bodies through legs. Sticky wicked, I told you. You guys are gonna die.
Sense. He is going to try to start knocking the bugs away from Anna / off of Anna. Using his hands.
Okay.
Which,
Claws? You do have
yeah,
claws.
I was like, I don't have a. Yeah, there we go.
That should be good. Yeah, you start swinging them through the air, and you feel like maybe you made contact with one, but maybe not.
Did that do 0 damage
Yeah, I'm not
natively?
sure how that worked, but okay.
I think it did a -1. D4 -1, I believe.
Yep, that's a strength. Yep.
So, which is kind of silly because it's slashing damage, but even if it did do damage, you feel like you just barely clipped it one.
So, is it true that I can attack 2 creatures with that? Because the description says up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. Is that right?
Seems wild. I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe that means if you have multi-attack? I have literally...
I don't know. It's just in the thing when I clicked on it, so I don't know if it's...
I would doubt it. Because you don't have 2 attacks.
Right.
Yeah, it would only if you had multi-attack would that work.
Sure thing.
Do you like to stay where you are? do
Yeah.
anything with your bonus. Sarah will move that way after she'll yell at Arthur and be like, "Did you hear that?" And move that away. And see, that is completely clogged up. And she says under her breath, "Oh, I hate bugs." We're really character building with her right there. She hates bugs. Arthur, top of the round.
He will stow his bow, drawing his sword.
Nice.
Seeing that it's clogged up, say, "I hate bugs."
You and Sarah can bond.
That's it.
You, Catrick, also hate bugs.
It's a feeding frenzy, catcher. Enjoy.
That's him.
He could be really good in there. Anna, first bite. 22.
That'll do it.
I've done it. I've done a hit. All right. Clavius.
Clavius will swap with the shadow.
Ooh.
Move the shadow into the corner. Will flank with Saru and say, "Don't worry, Anna, I totally got this."
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Saru's
I'm
watching
gonna
intently.
before you even do it. If it's a confirmed fumble, you are hitting. You are hitting Anna.
It's story
Can I
Can
can I ready my bonus reaction to pull Anna out of the way if I see Clavius
What
going a
are
little
the
too
odds
wide-eyed?
of me critting on both hits of an advantage attack? I mean,
You know, we're
it's
about
like
to find
one
out.
in 400. It's not gonna happen.
Those were famous last words of my own.
They're all 20 gods.
Yeah, jeez.
Come on, roll 20 gods. That will hit, smacking some of the bugs off from above her, and the swarm appears to be just barely hanging together. Some of the bugs seem to be joining the other swarms as they are feeling just left out in the open.
I just don't have anything else, so that's it.
Isabel, you are stunned. Turns out.
Right.
And at the end of your this turn, you can save at the start of your next turn actually. So you can save right now.
Oh, okay.
And if you save, then you get your turn. If you fail, then you just save at the end of your turn. All right, and you save at the end of your turn, and it is the swarm's turn. They're gonna bite. This is the one with disadvantage and half of its HP. 15 to hit.
That's a miss. I needed that disadvantage though.
Yeah. It is a miss. Steven. Will my swarms kill one of the PCs? They're trying their best.
So I think, is it like super obvious there's still one like on Anna? Because I think from where Steven's at, he would just see a bunch of bugs.
Yeah, I mean, there's just kind of bugs.
Okay. Then well,
everywhere.
so Steven's gonna do Toll the Dead, but you can mentally assign. I'm just gonna roll a D100, and you can randomly assign it to
Great.
who it is.
I love it.
There you go.
All right, great.
So Toll the Dead.
Beaut. Solid damage. I'm sure they have really good wisdom. 13.
Fail.
Great. And I think he has disadvantage on saves because that was the middle one.
He does. He does.
He dead. You see, as the bell tolls out, a bunch of the bugs fall out of the air, and then other ones kind of scatter into these other two swarms that are still surrounding Anna, but, not on top of her. Wasp. Is going to continue the assault. 13 to solid swarm. Anna, it is your go.
Anna's gonna turn and attack the one to the north, the insects, with her taboo.
Going crit again. Oh my god. The Talir
You have
is
to let me know after.
vicious.
You have to let me know after and after an hour passes, my heroism's done. But I assume it hasn't been an hour yet.
Not yet.
I assume we're getting close, but
The Talir is doing work against a swarm. It is a swarm's worst enemy. Xerxes. He shoots the swarm. Does, in fact, hit, and you see a few bugs scatter. And their corpses fall. My God.
at least we're getting these crits out on the swarm.
It's incredible. You might as well just confirm it. That's what I think. Yeah. It's just, I mean, I'm going to tell you it doesn't matter, but maybe it does. Yeah, you don't have to roll that. The swarm is dead. You killed it with your gun.
Bang, bang. Again, I think in nature, the sound would make them disperse.
Yeah.
Was the entire point
Mm-hmm.
of the flashbang grenade.
Yeah.
Or it could just be like a cool sensory overload thing where they just kind of like short circuit.
Yeah, for some reason they just loved the light that came out of it, last time. But that did enough. Saru, there's one swarm left. Full health, it says. This is the full health swarm.
He lights a candle and holds it up towards the swarm.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna roll a wisdom save for the swarm. It feels like a fail. Roll a d4. 4 points of fire damage. 2 points of fire damage. They seem to be attracted to you now, though, as it was not a Citronella candle. Anything else you'd like to do, Saru?
Throw the candle towards Anna. No kidding.
Yes!
Nope, nothing. Actually, I would run over there. And can I light that thingy on fire? Is there anything in it?
There is stuff in that one. There is.
I'll drop the candle in it.
All right. Drop the candle in as you pass. The swarm will take an attack of opportunity against you. 15 to hit.
I think so. Yes.
Nice. 9 points of piercing. Sarah will run into the room and try to help by attacking twice with her short sword. Hitting once. Hitting a few bugs out of the air. Arthur.
Arthur will move. I guess still has to stop there. Attempt to sweep.
That'll hit.
Still up.
It is. That will also hit.
One of the greatest damage you've ever seen.
Oh, now your bottle caps are working. That's funny.
Yeah, you wanted to roll 2 bottle caps on the swarm. Gutsy.
Gutsy call. That second one will hit because of your bottle cap. Mark that off the sheet. No. Oh, yeah, the second one will not hit.
That's his
With an-
+5 longsword.
With an 11.
I was really confused. I was like, I didn't think I had a +5.
You're like, what's my +5 for? Am I super blessed? Cool. Does Catrick want to do anything?
Lick his wounds.
Butte. Clavius. Ooh, does not hit. Those are some low ass rolls. Damn. Isabel.
Yeah, I don't know. Does Anna look fine after the bugs were cleared?
I mean, she's got a bunch of sores all over her now from all the bug bites.
Good enough for me, I guess.
She's damaged for sure, but not below half, I guess. Seems.
Isabel will cure the bug bites.
I appreciate it.
You see the bugs looking at the light. They're like, yes, yes. We must attack. Steven? It's real gummed
Sorry.
up in there now.
Yeah, very much so.
We're almost at literally the ultra flank.
Yeah, Steven will toll the dead again.
Beautiful. Whiz. 12er.
Yep.
Man, the 2d8s getting 8 on the one that hasn't taken damage.
I know, brutal.
Oh, was it the left one, not the right one, or the right one? Oh, it was the right one.
So it's when it's. I need to figure out how to make
Yeah.
a label. It's when it's no damage taken, it's the one on the left. When it's damage taken, it's the one on the right. So
Well,
the
it
one on
was-
the right is 2d12s.
Unbelievable. Okay, I just assumed the more one was the good one on that one.
We can play that way if you like. I'm totally happy to accommodate you.
I'm gonna let Anna see if she can undo.
That's true.
Undo
Talir
the
just
swarms.
go crazy.
That will hit, and that will kill this one. You've done it. Hey, Koopa. Slam through my door. You have killed my swarming bugs. Great job.
Anna will
job.
kind of do shimmying God, it's done at dusk. Ugh.
Just dead bugs all over the ground.
Sarah's gonna walk over to Anna and pull a bug out of her hair and look at it, and then he's gonna eat it.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do that.
Check it.
Isabel's gonna inspect the bugs. Just pick a couple up, see if they seem special at all.
It was not one of the poison bugs, Rue. I'm feeling punchy tonight. No, they just look like regular bugs as far as you can tell. You can roll a nature check if you wish.
Or
So there is something odd about them. They aren't from what you know about them, they don't appear to be bugs that you would find near here or anything. But that's all you can really tell that they're just not like local to this area. They're not bugs that you've seen before. They look like, you know, beetles or just random insects or whatever, but just knowing the region, these aren't like the beetles or insects that you would necessarily find. Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the chest?
There is. there is other things other than the bugs in the chest. There are like piles upon, it's full of gold. The chest is full of gold. There is plate mail in there. There is a wand in there. There is a single potion. There is a single black arrow. And then there are 5 books.
And
We
plate
just throw them all
mail
into
is
the bat. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. How much is plate mail? Just so I think we're still doing fine on the bag. I just want to make sure I'm not cheating.
It's like 65 pounds or something like that.
Okay, cool. So it's just a little more than 65. Yeah, we should be fine. I was just gonna throw them all in the book, throw in the bag, and ask people for help to start shoving gold in there. And I've gotten everything written down.
Beautiful.
Just need the gold number.
A whole hell of a lot. Gold. It will take a good amount of time to gather up all the gold out of there, because there's some in bags, there's some just strewn about. It's a pretty oversized chest with a lot of gold in it.
Can we lift the chest?
Or just, I mean, can we take the time?
Yeah, it's more about time than anything.
Can you?
Would be
let's
fine.
find out. Can we lift the chest?
But I mean, can Clavius?
We lift the
And
chest?
when I say lift the chest, I mean lift the chest up like 2 feet to put it on something.
Yeah, if I'm guessing, I mean the chest is
dump it
probably
in the
about
bag.
350 pounds worth of just the gold.
Like
Clavius
Steve-
doesn't
Steve
skip one day,
cast,
so it's
I
fine.
think. That's a guess.
Just the gold is 350 pounds
I think
in the
so.
chest.
Oof.
I believe so. If I'm doing that right.
Okay. By my math, if we could pick up the chest and put it in the bag of holding and not rip the bag of holding, I will be just shy of 500 pounds.
No, Steven wasn't saying put it in the bag of holding. Steven was just from a time perspective. Steven can cast a spell that will allow us to move it and be fine till we get to safe area, and then we can do the transferal. I can do that. Literally the only reason the spell was invented, by the way. I looked it up because it was so useless.
It's true.
And I started going down the rabbit hole. I was like, yeah, this is just because.
All right,
Can't turn
I
it-
guess.
you can't-
So
Can it
maybe
go
Anna
up?
starts stuffing in a little bit, and then Steven says he could do this,
Mhm.
and Anna would not
Just
be able to pick
10 minutes
probably.
to cast. Well, as a ritual, would it just be a minute because it's a 1-action cast?
Yeah.
10.
Are we going to have any issue?
I
with
think it's
not
just a
being
minute,
able
right?
to experience
Oh,
an
no,
elevation
10.
change of 10
It's
minutes
10.
more?
It's 10. It's 10.
It would be 10 minutes. Yeah. Yes. So you do know that there were like getting up the ladders might be an issue. But it's, I mean, if you like leaned the ladders or something, it might work, but you don't know if it will.
We don't have to use the disc. I was just saying, you know, if we didn't want to spend a bunch of time stuffing a bag full of gold.
I just don't want to burn it and then have it not work.
It's a ritual.
Oh.
It's a ritual. It would just take 10 minutes. Yeah, no, I would never prepare this spell. Don't worry. Going into a big boss battle, I did not choose floating disc as one of my limited spells.
I chose floating disc, identify, detect magic.
Sending.
Yeah.
I'm fine with taking the time and stuffing it, or I'm fine with putting it on the floating disc. I don't care.
I feel like
it might take
if I
10
really
minutes either way.
If I really put my mind to it, I could
Yeah.
stuff 350 pounds of gold in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, then let's just stuff the bag. That's cool. It was
Okay.
just totally an idea.
Michael, do you need rolls for very motivated players who stuff 350 pounds of
No.
gold into a
No, I
bag?
don't.
Can't
I
we
just need to know that
tip
you're willing to
fast
take
over?
10 minutes. Yeah.
And dump it all into the bag.
I'm like
Is there a
in it
bank
with my
system at the
shield.
Hollow?
What's that? Oh yeah, just shield. That's good.
Yeah, just
I love it.
chucking it in the
Michael,
bag.
while we were there, did we
Rage
determine what like the banking finance system was like at the Hollow? Like,
Chaudhry's doing
are
pretty
we
good.
about to buy out the bar and other places?
You're looking at this gold, and you guys are like,
We did.
like even Arthur's like, yeah, fuck you, Lucian. Like he's thinking back. look at me now. Yeah, it's it's a lot of gold. Like
Hear me out. All 8 of us go back and win on the
over the amount of
leaderboard.
XP. Over the amount of XP you've got, amount of gold.
Arthur has short expiration calls on that bar, and he's gonna pump and dump.
All right, Michael. I just put down 350 pounds of gold. Do you want to
Yeah,
give
that's
us?
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
bag is-
I can tell you what it is now. I just really wanted to play that out as long as I possibly could. There is 17,410 gold pieces.
Wow.
While all this is going on, I'm going to use one charge on the Horn of Fury, so it fills up with beer. And then I'll walk over and hand it to Clavius.
Without even removing it
Like,
from
you
his
deserve
lips, he's
this.
gonna down the whole thing. Was it a gallon?
I think it's 2 gallons.
Not sure. Don't know, but that's
Yeah.
very good.
If you have to stop midway through, you're not even thirsty. So
I don't know. We'll get bigger.
if I have negative
ga-
rolls
2 gallons,
after
yep.
this,
2 gallons of
gallons.
fresh, cold, frothy Grooshar ale.
that might be pushing it. Actually, 2 gallons. He'll drink as much
Hey.
as he can.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. Let's figure out if he spews halfway through. No, I mean you're good. You can drink as much as you want without
Is there
spewing.
any left?
You might be drunk though. If there's any left, that's up to him. But
Xerxes,
you can power through.
he says that he would love to help shovel that gold, but his back hurts from the fall.
Probably fair.
Didn't Isabel heal you?
Back hurts from the fall.
Steven will then like look questioningly at Isabel, like, "What's going on? Like, is he in
You healed him
serious?"
after he fell, right?
Well, maybe I was focused on his mushka brains at the time.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. That makes sense.
I'll grab the Horn of Fury from Calavius, hoping it's a little bit extra, and then I'll run over to Xerxes and be like, "Here, they say this helps your pain."
No offense, Saru, but I'm in no mood to drink Clavius's saliva.
He'll look in the thing and be like, "No, it's definitely beer, ale, clearly."
He just kind of gives you a pained expression and holds us back.
Ow.
He'll go, "Okay, suit yourself," and as he turns around, he'll give him a pat on the back.
He doesn't respond.
Let's do 8:16 break, as we always do. At 8:16. All right.
All right, so we take 10 minutes and stuff all the gold in there.
Yeah, you rage loot all the gold. I did do the math right. I looked it up. It's like 50 pounds, or one pound is 50 gold pieces. So yeah, almost 350 pounds worth of gold.
So the bag of holding is like absolutely stuffed to the brim. I did the math.
That is the coolest thing I've ever heard. I love that.
It is stuffed to the brim.
You guys are very rich right now.
Is there anything else in this room? Do we dare keep push on for intelligence, or just?
Steven will say, I saw, the stairs go down here, and it looks like I can see that underground river from the top. So, we can go check it out, but I think it'll connect to that other room we were in.
I'd like to go check it out just to see. And if that's where it goes, then we can head out.
Yep.
Cool.
You?
Anybody else got any advice? All right. Oh, there's Stephen already beat me there. So we're walking down the stairs.
You find. Come on. Yeah, so walking into this room, as Stephen mentioned, some of you had been in there before. There is this underground, it does look kind of like a stream kind of running through from the west, from this way here. And going into this like depressed area. And to the north, you can see it just kind of trickling off through what appears to be just like some small cracks and openings that are over that way. And then there are two caverns across the other way. The depression drops maybe 5 to 10 feet, somewhere in that region. But yeah, across the way, there's the northern hallway, looks more rough-hewn, and the more southern of the two is like carved, squared off. And that's what you see. And then, yeah, as Stephen mentioned before, there is the hallway that is down more to the south, that he and I forget who else went in before.
I think Anna and maybe someone else.
Yeah, it was,
That makes sense.
No. Wait, so maybe can I do, when you say carved for the southern one, and then I could go up and do this. Is it
yeah. Well, so the hallway that you just came from is very nice and like evenly carved. It looks like more like walls than anything else. And some of the other caverns, like you can see like to the north here, to the south, like they're more rough hewn, like they look like caverns rather than like that it was carved to be a hallway or carved to be a room, like into the cave, So yeah, the northern one looks more just natural, like a cave, and then the southern one, much like the staircase and hall that you just exited, it is much straighter, which you've been kind of walking through some of these that have been obviously more carved out of the cave, carved out of the rock, rather than natural.
Do we head back?
I think so. It doesn't seem worth getting lost in all these caves just for the chance of finding something.
Should we call back and message the cave lady?
Lady Avelina.
Yeah, her. And just let her know that just to keep a tight lookout since that big guy mentioned a second phase and their whole camp kind of up and left just in case they're headed that direction.
Well, we would know they didn't go that direction, right?
Yeah, you saw
Initially,
them
I
go
will.
south initially. But
Okay.
that's what you know.
Let's get out of this cave network, and then we can deal with that and make plans, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fast travel.
honest-
Yeah, what's the plan?
Probably.
You going out the same way you came in?
Or because we know
Yes.
if we walk this direction, right? That's where Steven and I walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant the general same
Yes.
path.
Yes.
I think we're
Party.
done looking for clues or intelligence and just
Alright.
wanting to leave.
If you walk out the exact way that you came in,
Party uses an escape rope.
then I shall move you as such.
Is that a RuneScape thing?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Okay.
Instant
That
exit of a
sounds
cave.
Real familiar, and I can't remember.
RuneScape would have just been like just a city
Right.
teleport.
Tree rune to teleport.
Yep, or whatever. Back to Barak.
All right, so you take some time to exit the cave. Oh, your guys are just already here. Great.
I will say, like, we wouldn't necessarily, we would at least, Steven would remind everyone that, you know, while we sent those skulls down the river, we need to at least have our guard back up when leaving the cave.
Yeah, Anna would want to maybe chat and see right around the top of the ladders. Like that would be like a good time to like bring that up, and then also should we send a message to Avelina? Are we heading back her direction, north? If we're heading back her direction, I think we don't necessarily have to send one now.
So yeah, we either going back to her, we're chasing after the people we saw leave.
As much as I want to figure out what they're doing, I think there were too many of them. Hopefully we've killed their leader and, well, robbed them blind. Made things more difficult for them.
I think their leader may have been waiting for us, and that's with the whole contingent up and moving, that they may be willing to reestablish someplace elsewhere, and it might be worth finding out a bit about where they've gone. We might consider sending the message and staying far on the heels if we were to track them. Or we can return now and lose 2 to 3 days' time once we go back out to seek.
If we don't follow him now, we've lost him forever. Or until they choose to show up again.
What direction did we see them go again? South, right?
Southish? Yeah.
They were following the road
Briarwood?
as far as we saw, I believe.
Then is it likely that they just go back to Briarwood?
It's kind of really the only thing down there.
Or to Fort Phoenix.
It's on the way.
I doubt of any relationship with them in Fort Phoenix. I would have picked up on it at some point in my time there.
There's
And
also
Howard.
that cave that we found behind the waterfall.
I think we're all yearning to find out about where they go.
Should, in theory, be able to find a group that large rather easily. When we find them, what do you want to do? Observe and report? Somehow I doubt you all are as excited as I am of the prospect of taking them down once and for all. I see a lot of skulking, sneaking, and nothing in our future.
What would you do?
Information is it nothing? We haven't the foggiest about them, and we just killed the last living members of them around here. We're not going to find anything more about them unless we go and find them.
Know all I need to know. They're up to no good, and they shouldn't be here anymore.
That's not exactly fulfilling the promise that we made to the lady, is it?
To be honest with you, I don't really remember what the promise was, but I think wiping
The
evil
wipe
off the
out
face of the earth would definitely qualify.
Does it come to a vote?
I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing, is are we equipped to take all of them on? If yes, then we can go. If not, then we should go back to Lady Avelina.
I don't think it's a matter of us taking them all on. I think we keep our distance and knowing
Can you leave that, Michael?
I know we'll be able to follow them and learn and make a more informed decision later. I don't think it's the right mindset to consider ever taking them on now.
Skulking, sneaking, and nothing it is. We may as well move south.
You may as well take up a
Sir,
handful.
Stephen will ask Isabel, do you think we could, is there a way to like mess with the sending stone to have it send a message to someone else?
Not as familiar with those kinds of arcane magical items. I wouldn't know a way of messing with it to do that.
Because it would be nice if we could warn Briarwood that this force is coming. So I think we're all in agreement. We don't have the means to take them on.
I don't necessarily think Briarwood has that much to fear from. They weren't that big, were they?
50?
30, 40 people.
Yeah, somewhere around
Not
50 is
plus
what you guys would
however
have.
came out of the cave, yeah.
That's
but
what you
only
think they are.
4 knights, one huge guy, and a bunch of cultists that are one shot.
They all got 1 HP, baby.
My
Let's
man.
go.
It would be nice though if we could call in a favor from Yofun.
I agree. Where's he?
It
Be
would
nice.
involve going back to the Hollow, probably.
Or sending a message to seek him out and hoping that it goes through and hoping we see his black wings in the sky.
Arthur, can you send Little Cat their way?
I don't know, we're
Can you scope
Still.
them out for us?
learning about each other. I think it's best the two of us stick together for now.
Little cat wants to level up too.
Should we put it to a vote then?
Why don't we just hear it? Let's just message Lady Evelina and see what she recommends doing. We've got this grindstone. We might as well ask her. If she thinks we should come back, we can come back. If not, then we can follow what Xerxes wants to do and head south.
Why don't we just rest and see if the morning brings new counsel? It's our, you know, we're in no condition to travel as it is. We're going to need to rest regardless.
What time is it, Michael?
What time is it?
Late, because we entered the cave at dark, at least, if not later. So it's late.
Or early.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I advanced the time last time or not. But I'm gonna check. But yeah, it's like early in the morning at this point. I mean, like it's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Probably.
I do agree with Saru that we should communicate with the lady first.
It won't hurt. We can rest while doing it.
We can.
Go find a spot to stay, a safe spot to stay nearby, or relatively, a place we think is safe. Rest. Send a message to Lady Evelina when we know she'll be awake, or we assume she'll be awake in the morning.
Yeah, the morning.
Think about it.
Yep.
Cool.
Who's got the scrying stone?
Steven does.
Steven? Anna.
It's a sending stone, by the way, not scrying.
Yeah.
If only it was a freaking scrying stone.
I know, that'd be
Tomato,
great.
tomato.
Freudian slip.
That would open up a lot of doors.
We'll just watch them from
Nice
across the
little-
world.
That little
Yeah.
grindstone.
That would
We
also
technically
bring-
have a furry
Also
little
about to
scrying
take
stone
this
with us.
level.
So,
Is-
anyways, so we're gonna exit the cave and hope there aren't flame skulls on our way up.
Should we exit the cave or should we rest in the cave?
I would vote to exit the cave.
I would vote to exit just in case there's
Yeah.
more something.
Find more than orcs in the deep places of the world.
Bugs.
Exactly.
What did I have that did slam attacks? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. I think this is correct. All right, so you guys want to sleep in the cave?
Exit
Exit
the cave.
Carefully.
Move. Yeah, quarter mile south, maybe. Let's say, just find a spot where we can hole up and rest for the night, and then in the morning, use the sending stone, and decide what we want to do.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna put you on this map because we all know this map is huge. So let's not even if we don't have to. Camp map. We haven't been on a camp map for a while. Just putting you on the day camp map because fuck it. It's easier to find.
Oh, nice, lovely day.
Nice, lovely day. Beaut. The night passes peacefully.
You want us to level up now or do it at the end?
Probably worth doing now. Those of you that need to do some leveling on your sheets, now would be the good time to do it.
And to
Screw it.
confirm, we don't gain any health back with this long rest because we're not in a comfy place, right?
You'll have to spend hit die for health.
Does Saru use his thing?
Even though we're in the hut?
in the hut. I didn't think about the hut. Yeah, you can regain all your hit die.
Man, we're about to fight some enemies that come after the hut at night. Not
Oh,
that
yeah.
it wasn't worth it.
Totally worth it.
Solid, yeah.
We
Full
could see them at least before we leave.
full HP, baby. Makes sense. You feel safe in the hut, and nothing came a walking by.
Are we rolling for HP now? If I recall.
Yeah, I think I've rolled for some people already.
You didn't roll for anyone, if I remember right.
I meant
Probably
over
so.
the week. I rolled for some
Oh,
people.
got it.
Hmm.
Some people have already done some leveling.
Yeah, Michael rolled for me.
They just couldn't help themselves, which I totally feel that.
Boom!
Damn.
Get some music going.
There you go, Saru. Not gonna get
You don't
not
even
gonna
need
get
me to
better.
roll.
Not gonna get better than that.
You want me to try it anyway, just to warm my dice up? Just warming them up, just warming them up.
Oh,
D6
nice.
From Steve.
Nothing wrong with
D6.
that. I'll take a. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Up. Down. It's trying. It says it's rolling. Oh yeah, take yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. D8.
People getting some good rolls.
Heyo. Take that 8.
Crits
8
mean
plus
double,
1.
right?
That's a 9er. What?
Crits mean double, right?
Crits.
Double
mean
HP.
Do I get the 1?
HP.
I don't
Yeah,
even know
yeah,
where the
you
plus
do.
1's coming from.
The Constitution
Constitution.
bonus. Yeah, so make sure to add that plus 1. I don't roll that, so add your con to
This is
So you technically at 9, Nate, not 8.
yeah.
D8 for cat.
Ooh, solid. Ooh, wow. What's up?
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't think I rolled all that good for Clavius and Connor. I don't remember. Let's put it in the roll that way.
I got a 2 last level, so I'm
Damn!
feeling a lot better.
Was it
Damn, all Saru can roll is the 10.
Why'd you roll the second hit die?
Probably the gamer.
Song of Rest.
Oh, okay.
And a hit die.
Oh, you don't have to spend hit die tonight because you guys are in the hut. So that's
So
me
be ready
bad.
for.
Never
So
mind.
so Steven's enemy number 1.
Yeah, Steven is gonna get sniped.
Every enemy's
Oh, yeah.
gonna spell magic now.
Yep.
Yep.
What do I need, Arthur? 10?
10?
Take yours. 7's good. 7's good. Full H Pizzle. Look at you guys. What are you, level 3s? A couple level 3s out there? Fucking level 7. What the hell am I gonna do? Level fucking 7. Oh boy.
So do we have a message for the lady?
I'm working on it right now.
$25 words. Use them wisely. Anybody get anything cool they're willing to talk about for level 7? You don't have to.
Spells
Ooh.
Bells.
that literally
Yeah.
not apply yet.
Sometimes you just get spells.
I got
Sometimes-
action surge.
Oh shit!
Fighter 2.
Fighter 2. Action surge is worth it.
You get to
Gotta do
headshot
that.
people now.
Oh yeah, you're the aiming. God damn it.
You're gonna have a lot of like dropped
Enemy number
weapons
2.
in your future.
Oh, sorry. Everything has claws now. They can't drop those.
I also like the wing shot. So
Wing shot is awesome.
just making people drop out of the sky.
I really like wing shot.
No more Vrox.
I mean, when the Vrox fell out of the sky, it actually wasn't good for us,
That's true.
or at least for Sir Garen.
It wasn't good for one. Rip. You can go visit his grave. This is the closest you've been in a while. You guys want to be on the map, or do you want to be on this, or anywhere else? Bottle cap.
Almost as big.
As far as our characters know, his name was never written down. So
It's true.
I think that's a good message. I have nothing else. I'm glad it didn't start with "Hi, this is true." How's it going?
Come on.
No, I mean it was so good. Like it made perfect sense. Just that made it a little more difficult. You know.
Yeah, she only had about 19 words. And it wasn't that great at sending messages. All right. Is this, you going with this one? Or was this?
I think so.
for-
Unless anyone, Steven would. I mean, this is not just Steven doing it on his own. Connor gave thumbs up. Anyone else have massive thoughts? Otherwise, we'll go with this.
Been in this situation before where you're trying to text the girl and you got all your boys. You're trying to workshop it.
Yep.
Such a specific memory, Nate. That's too funny.
Oh man, I can't believe that worked. I could paste that in chat. That is amazing. I have like a
That's what he looked like, but in robes.
solid, very solid.
In robes and a little more decay.
Yeah, I could give him like a red staff or something. That'd be pretty rad.
Oh, I guess, yeah, Anna probably would have let Steven look at any of the items if he wanted to look at anything. Or we want to keep waiting on doing that.
Curious about the books. That's all I care about.
What are the books? We'll start there.
Sorry, I was getting ready to do that message.
Then you can do message first, then we can do
Yeah,
items.
you guys keep vamping. Let me punch out 25 words here. She knows how it works because you guys told her, so
Yep.
she doesn't want to waste anything.
Hello? Who is
She
this?
just, well, I don't know.
Who
See,
dis?
maybe
I
we
got a
should
new
maybe
number.
sort of kind of message over.
Yeah.
How did you get this number? We already know what the black arrow is, so that's good.
Do we?
Do we?
Yeah, you kill dragons with a black arrow. It's a lucky black arrow. That's for
Save me
Nick.
for last.
Why would you want to kill dragons?
I don't. It was a Hobbit reference.
Steven's pretty hurt that Yofum hasn't messaged him
Yeah,
back.
he is
so-
actually. That's a great point. Actually, that's a great point. We
Anyways,
probably
if anybody,
talk about him once a day.
yeah, we've got a ruby encrusted staff. I guess I've got everything in the
Bag of holding.
bag of holding. I now hope we actually do get to fight a Whalmer during the course of the game.
Lord Whalmer.
I think while we're waiting, we should discuss investment strategies with all this gold that we found. Like, what businesses do we want to buy in the Hollow, and
Options.
how do we want to
Options
diversify?
only.
Yes,
No
you said
diversifying.
investment strategies. I got really excited, and then you continue with D&D, and I went, oh.
Calls or puts on one thing and one thing only.
I was gonna say, are we gonna start throwing down some covered calls on the tavern?
Covered
Weed.
calls.
Weed's in right now, guys. Buy weed.
Yeah, nope.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
we
it's
have
on.
a lot of gold. Probably only almost 18,000 when you factor in the platinum and the diamonds,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and then those 2 gold halberds.
Yeah.
Clavius, you're currently wearing plate mail?
Yeah, the fancy Xerxes
Stretchable.
stretchable Spanx plate mail.
Nice.
But I have like mentally already spent my share of that gold at Runt's place. Like,
That is true, don't you?
what was once out of reach is now
600.
oh yeah, I owe Xerxes big time for his labor. I'm in his debt.
Now here's the real question: is do we split it with Fent? Do we split it 8 ways, or do we split it 7 ways?
You just pay back Fent when he shows back up.
I think we pretend to not, just to see
He
him
didn't
pout.
get any gold. I don't know what you're talking about, Fent.
And takes his pay from the sea.
No,
There
depends how
you
many
go, that's
fish he
true.
bring back. He's only getting paid if he brings back a manta ray.
I think it's on a ratio of damage taken and damage delivered divided by total people. That's how the gold is distributed.
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
you're in trouble because I don't think you hit very often.
Yeah, but I get walloped.
We gave him that bow. We've paid him something.
That is true.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to get this
And-
plate mail.
And he has the evil sword too.
And he's probably going to
Life
get plate
break.
mail.
Yeah, unless that
Paladin.
plate mail's magically usable for Clavius.
I assume Steven's going to be casting Identify at some point.
Coming in at level 2, but with all this high level stuff, it's like a child covered in plate mail.
The equivalent of giving a child a gun. Just, hey, here you go. Have fun. It's taking so long with this message. I'm brimming with anticipation. It's either going to be something like "The Hollow has fallen, please help," or completely just "I'm an NPC. I can't tell your characters what to do."
It's true.
Come back. Your food is dead.
So,
Oh, man. Oh, we don't want that. Eden's not going to be in a good place.
He might just be writing it in haiku form.
That's
I think that's 25.
Yeah.
My thing kept getting in my way, making it hard for me to count.
so good. So neutral.
you did it.
I mean, to be fair, she's just looking
Oh yeah,
to
no,
protect
that's exactly
her
how she.
No.
people.
Yeah,
No problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to identify? You could have been doing it over the night, or you could have been. People could just be attuning to shit. That's also fine.
We're
What are the books?
The books. So each make an investigation check. Whoever's looking at the books.
Hooray.
Oh, I guess Steven, you could also detect magic to know what's magical and what's
Yeah.
not. Didn't even think about that. So you each kind of are looking at these books and flipping through them. and they're all blank, completely blank, front to back. Steven, the one you picked up is the only one that so the other ones don't say anything. The one that Steven is looking at, Steven, it has the most interesting cover out of the other ones. All of them are leather. This one has intricate golden decoration. It has these little pinkish jewels on it, and it also has God, I'm blanking. What is the Da Vinci whatever man?
Vitruvian?
Yeah, something like a Vitruvian man image on it. And then the rest are all blank. But this one is also blank on the inside when you start flipping through it. But about 2/3 of the way through, Stephen, there is a red ribbon that seems, like you would use to mark a page. And you notice that as being okay, this has a different cover than the rest of them. And then this has this ribbon in the book, and the rest of them did not have any page markings or anything like that. But that's what you note.
Is there anything on that particular page?
There is not. There is nothing on that page. Also blank.
Both Stephen and Marshall wishes he remembered Strahd and what that trick was.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran into this exact problem before.
So that's what you guys get from the books.
Stephen will identify.
Can I do a history check, and based on her past life as someone who who would probably have sent coded messages, and just to see if there's anything that she would think of to try with the book.
Yeah,
blank like that.
Yeah, roll a history check.
Just kidding. Skip that class.
Sorry.
Skip that day of class.
Daydreaming.
You were busy cutting your arms.
Just doodling and cutting. Anyways.
Isabel, you write a lot. Have you ever written in an invisible ink or something?
No, I've seen it before, but I don't take to writing in it.
As Drew kind of asked you about that, Isabel, you take a better look at some of the books. Roll an investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
Just Saru talks to you about it.
You said investigation, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Love it.
Perfect average.
Yeah, so Isabel, Saru says that, you look at it, you're like, yeah, I don't know that much about invisible ink or, blank pages. But you do notice the book has a marking that is familiar, just on the inside cover. This looks like a journal from the Kestrel Academy that just students would have these, and they're blank. They handed them out. But this one that you're looking at in particular, and then you look at the others, and they too have this just a familiar marking, or the familiar way that it's made or whatever. It tips you off because you've held a bunch of these. You've written in them. It's incredibly familiar to you. The one that is in Steven's hands does not match the 4 blank books necessarily. It doesn't seem like a blank journal like these are. But these, you would think that these are just journals from the Kestrel Academy, just blank books.
Strange. Old Blink journals would be here since they're from Kestrel Academy. A little worrisome, honestly.
If
But
I
nothing
haven't
else.
already, because I think I might have probably done it during the night. Detect magic. I'll cast that as a ritual.
Lovely. The plate is magical. The wand is magical. The potion is obviously magical. The arrow is magical, and the single book is magical. I don't actually know what the plate is off the top of my head. The wand is probably divination, if I had to guess. The potion is probably transmutation. The arrow is probably necromancy or evocation, if I had to guess. And the book, maybe transmutation.
And I'm assuming the staff is as well. But
Oh yeah, and the staff. The staff. Evocation, necromancy. For the staff, I think is the main stuff. Conjuration maybe as well. Oh man, what the heck is that? I'm not sure. Abjuration. Maybe evocation.
Stephen will have identified for sure the arrow, plate mail, and the wand. And I guess the potion too.
All right, 4-hour elf power hour.
Yeah. But I would have done those while some people were resting, maybe.
Beautiful.
I'm specifically choosing these. Others Stephen would not have done.
Oh, the armor is 80 pounds, actually. All right. I don't know why the freaking picture isn't working. I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to reload up the picture because it won't. Fuck. It's me off. Oh, luckily I wrote it. So you said the armor?
Armor, wand, potion, arrow.
Armor. It's right there. Oh, the wand is working. Why isn't the... Wand. And the other two are consumables that I don't have cards for. An arrow of slaying.
Nice.
Specifically humanoid.
Less nice.
And a potion of giant strength. Fire giant strength.
Cool.
Okay. Well, do we want to put it up to a vote of either go south or head back to the Hollow?
And did you not do the book?
Well, I was going to get to that part
Right.
here in a second.
I just want to make sure.
Okay, then
No, yeah. But Stephen was going to try and
For the
intentionally
staff.
play this. And yeah. So, because Anna mentioned it, I'm sure she would have said, do you want to check this out or something along those lines?
Yeah, I assume in the morning, because that would have taken you hours to get all 4 of those done. So as you guys are kind of all sitting together having this conversation in the morning already, having just identified the previous 4 and telling everyone what they are.
Well, it would only taken me 10 minutes each with identify.
Oh, yeah, obviously. So 40 minutes or so.
Steven will be like, yeah, sure, that's cool. And he'll take it and kind of like set it on the ground. And he is going to try and cast Mage Hand while simultaneously casting Identify.
Yeah,
I know this doesn't work.
The
but
Mage Hand wraps around it, and Steven's like, and then he starts to do the Identify spell, and the Mage Hand disappears, and he realizes like he's not identifying anything.
Yeah, he'll try it again.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Same result.
Yeah, naturally. So he'll like, I don't know. There's something weird about this staff, guys. And he'll like, hey, Isabel, will you want to come help me take a look at this?
Sure. Not sure what exactly I can do.
Nice. Yeah, let's just take it over here and yeah, so about the whole like identify thing. The last couple items that I've identified have either like attacked me or, transported us elsewhere. So, I'm kind of, just kind of feeling a little anxious about, staff from the Demon Lord with a skull, because it's got a red skull on it, right, at the top. Yeah.
So, well, did those things trigger before when you identified with them, or when you probed further?
Both. Yes and no. Like, first time, it just, straight up attacked me when I touched it in the tower in Bray, and then, we were messing around with the demon ball that Yofun gave us, and Dragon Ball. Wow, that was such an obvious joke. I'm sorry, guys. When I was messing around with the Dragon's Ball. So yeah, just not feeling good. Like, I can try, but I just, don't want us to disappear again, or...
If you are feeling a little odd about doing it for this staff, while today I have not prepared anything that can help, if you wait until I receive new miracles, I might have something that can help with this.
Jesus. While that conversation is going on, are you holding the staff, or did you like leave it on the ground and walk away from it?
No, I took the staff with us.
Okay.
But I am glad to see you showing more caution. I was getting worried.
Yeah, I'm just not really. If you can do something tomorrow, there's no rush with this staff. Yeah, we got a lot of other stuff on our plate.
I'll make the
That-
preparations.
Okay, yeah, cool. Love it. Like I said, just thinking about the group here. I don't want to transport us again. Yeah.
Would be
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay on this plane for now. It
Mm-hmm.
was weird.
Cool. Then Steven will come back and be like, "Yeah, there's something weird with the staff, guys. I'll have to try this again tomorrow. I don't know." And then he'll just, put it back in the bag or put it down, and then I will identify the book that I have.
Pretty nice book.
Wow.
Roll off.
we need a roll off drop because I foresaw that one coming.
Well, first of all, does Steven even share that information?
Yeah, Steven's like, this is a normal book.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Steven?
Actually-
Reading? Just reading.
Yeah, just I don't know, something weird with this too.
Looking a little thicker.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you just see like muscles getting a little bit more defined on his arms.
Wasn't that book blank?
Yeah. And then when I detected magic, did I detect magic from the journals?
No,
No. So they're just as far as I know, they're just blank journals.
just blank journals. Yeah.
Isabel's gonna take one. No one cares.
No, Steven does not care at all.
Okay.
Just like old times.
Anna will probably take one too.
Always writing books. Oh, accidentally took the manual of bodily health. Sorry. Might as well read it while I have this.
Give me 6 days.
While I'm here, you guys just take a 6 days of downtime. Thank you. Well,
Okay.
all people can't wait.
While it
for
would be
roll.
funny, Steve, let's just do a roll off. For the manual.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean, I
wanna
knew
do-
that's coming.
Do we want to do it now, or do we want to divvy this stuff up later?
Yeah, you could wait until you identify some more stuff. Might get people to bow out. Who knows?
That's true.
Or people be rolling on everything. I don't know.
All right, yeah, let's get back to the big decision.
Yeah, do it in the morning.
Great.
Already morning.
It is now.
Oh.
Gonna have to wait another morning until the staff gets ID'd. So it seems.
Overnight, I would ask Clavius if he has an interest in that book. In the beefy up book.
He told us. Did he tell us about it?
He identified it in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
you
think
would
for-
not.
I don't know. He said let's have a roll off, so I thought that meant that he did.
No,
Yeah.
I thought we were.
I was taking Michael's advice, and we'll deal with that. I was pivoting back to the where does the group want to go discussion.
Yeah. You guys might as well do roll offs once everything is identified. Might just be, or you could do it now. I don't care. I was just
Let's wait.
leading
Do it
leading the
later.
witness. Just leading the witness.
I'm going to take 5 minutes and pop out to Steven on his watch and ask if he detected magic. Actually, I'll just whisper it. Never mind. Never
Beautiful.
mind.
Beautiful. All right. Well, in that case, we will say it's morning.
Yep.
And you guys are making a decision. Lady Evelina has answered the sending stone, as was seen in chat. You asked her, Lady Evelina, we killed Lord Volmer. However, a massive force left the cave to head south, unsure where they're going, would welcome your counsel. She responded, I knew you were capable. Volmer dead. The force is worrisome, but I must admit, them moving south seems a good thing for the Hollow. That is what you hear from the stone. And its daily use is gone. Until tomorrow.
So did anybody have any insights or arguments to make since the last time we talked about this, or just want to put it up to a vote? South or north?
I kind of think we go north, back to the Hollow, to see if Yofuns come back, but...
Okay.
I think Steven would want to follow them. He would probably noting the connection to the unseen. That would be why that he would be worried about Briarwood.
Arthur, are you still south?
Hey.
Xerxes?
Most of Xerxes' interests lie north, but he is, he's cool with going south, but kind of to his point before, going south just to scout and chill in some bushes, only to come back north because we're not prepared, he'd find a giant waste of time.
Yeah, and both Steven and Marshall agree with that. I'm not dying on the South Hill.
So he can be persuaded, just,
And Clavius would ask Arthur, can we catch them? Like, they've got a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Can we catch them before they get to the wall?
It's not like we're carrying all that they're carrying, are we? I think we can be a little bit more fleet of foot than them.
I'm sorry if you can't answer, Michael, but can we do a history or meta, a investigation check on Marshall and Steven don't know how fast wagons can go.
Yeah, I mean, generally, you can go 24 miles in a day, about. And that's just generally moving. That's not moving quickly. So you would expect that they would be able to travel about that pace. There were horses. So, they would be able to travel. And a day means, 8 to 12 hours of travel, just depending.
Right.
That's just the general. So yeah, I mean, you would expect that they would be able to travel about that much. They might be moving a little slower than a normal, just because they're a large group carrying a few wagons. But there were horses, there were scouts. Just kind of depends.
And the average, we can travel, 20 miles in a day?
Yeah, it's about 24. It's the same amount.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Because they had a bunch of people on foot.
Yeah.
Isabel?
But I mean, you guys can go faster if you wanted to push.
Right.
That's just pushing means risking exhaustion. It also means lack of stealth. You can't stealth while you're pushing.
Yeah.
But if you think that they rested at night or, things like that, it's are they resting during the day? You could move during the day. There's ways that you would surmise that you would be able to catch them because what reason would they have to think that anyone was trying to track them down?
Yep. Totally.
Yep.
That was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, they left slowly, so.
Isabel?
My vote is north. I don't think we're prepared for them.
So what are we at? 3-3?
I don't know. What did you say, Clavius?
Nothing yet.
On a Anna would want to go north.
There we go. That's 4. That's enough.
And do what? Do what in the north?
Go back
Yeah,
to the
we've
hollow.
Sarah will also ask, just as she's sitting there. She's quiet as she normally is, and just say,
I have to.
What? I know we're trying to figure out what the plan is. And I'm not one to make decisions for this group, and I don't mean to. But I do feel that I've grown in my time spending with you, and I'll tell you this, I feel less allegiance to those who I once served than I did. And I'm growing to trust you all more. But I do want to know what our plan as a group is. What we want to achieve. This victory that you all had, I can't say I was much help. I fear that cloud would have literally killed me, not just because the DM knows it would have. But what you achieved here was great. And now we stand looking in multiple directions, trying to decide what it is we might do next. And I too find myself wishing to head north. I agree. You are all quite impressive, but 50 in number is a lot. From a distance, you're all incredible, and but if we do follow them, what is our goal? And if we don't, if we go north, what do we do then?
Hungover but triggered, Clavius will answer that, and he'll say, Sora, it's not 50. Or died. There was a rush, and I had a vision, and I think some of you had it too. There are thousands of them, a collective. They are of one mind, and we know that they mean to ascend. We know they want more power than they have. They are more than us, and they are more powerful than us, and they have made connections, and they have made deals with another group, one that Stephen knows the power of all too well, and they're conniving and they're scheming. They're powerful and they are subversive, and to need more knowledge and more help. So we need to go where our help is and where our knowledge can be found, because we're not up against 50. We're up against thousands. Arthur may see a bow, and Anna may see an arrow, and Saru may see a bird, and I may see a shadow, but we're all a piece of a collective unconscious. There's a tab. See it yet? If we're going to fight their collective, we're going to have to know more than we know now and be more powerful. We're going to need all the help we can get.
What was in that beer I gave you?
Steven will be super fired up after that, and he'll just be like, yeah, and like shoot fire out of both of his hands at the same time.
Xerxes looks at Isabel and says, "Did he fall from the ceiling too?"
I must have missed it.
Yeah, you want to rewind? What are you talking about? These thousands of others. And what vision did you have? What kind of weird dreams are you having lately?
We just fought against the toughest encounter any of us have ever seen. That was not the master. That was a servant. He serves a demon lord, an immortal. And somehow, some way, that immortal demon lord has pulled together forces in his world and our world, and they are all rowing in the same direction. I don't know what their goal is, but I can assure you, a faceless lord that does nothing but consume and eat and decay everything in his path, and a group of other people who will hold and torture to try to consume their power and maintain their position, are not going to give up those goals easily. I don't know what those goals are, but they're malevolent. And right now, as far as we know, we may be the only ones that even know as little as we know. We've got to find out more.
So are you pro following them or pro going north?
Not my decision. My question, where is our help? Where's the knowledge? I don't think we gain any knowledge from catching them, even if we win the fight. I think there are places, puzzle pieces, that we haven't uncovered yet. I do think Lord Breyer, who sent us on this mission, doesn't even know as much as we know. I might be wrong, but to the north of the wall seems like, well, as Lady Avelina said, a special plane. I would say a special place. The answers are up here, in my opinion.
I agree with Clavius. Before this crossroads, we were thinking of Mountain Horror, Greyforge. Are those still on the table? After we return to the Hollow, that is.
Also, the Kestrel Academy, now that we have these journals. Seems to be some connection there.
It might be true. There could be something to gain there. But seeing them here, I feel as though the Academy might have just been raided at some point, and its knowledge scattered across the land. Just an assumption, though.
You speak
need
of
to-
allies, Clavius. That leads me to believe a resumption of our prior goal makes the most sense. Trying to pick up the trail of those who already walked it. The Hollow and Lady Avelina obviously would count themselves amongst our friends. Up to Mountain Heart to see if there's nothing but husks there. Potentially. A little stop by a crashed airship. I don't know. Seems like something we could do. The airships were powerful tools of war during the incursion. I'm sure that we could learn from some of that knowledge. And finally, to Greyforge, where Fillmore and the others might be.
We want more information. We know Mountain Heart was sending people to the cave. We're not sure why. If everyone from the cave is gone and we're not sure where we're going, well, we might be able to get information at Mountain Heart. If it's allies that we wish, Greyforge is where we believe the first are. Well, I have a feeling Selrani knows more than we do. It's a gamble that she'll actually tell us, but she would. So that is why I think north. I do not think we are ready to fight 50. An army of 50, and I don't want to watch where they go and only to see us unable to do anything about it. That is why I would say go north. Stop in at the Hollow first, check back in, and then be on our way.
We can at least make our way back to the Hollow. For now. We can decide Mountain Heart and Greyforge after that.
Absolutely. See if you have food and come back. Spend some of this hard-earned cash. I would like to see somebody at the Hollow.
I think you all have your own reasons for why you want to go in the directions that you want to go in. And while I do not lack that, I can understand and support why you do it. And so I ask that you might understand and support why, as you go north, I go south. Kat and I will be following that group. I might ask that
You're a fool
if you feel
for doing
free,
that.
might give me the other stone, that we might stay in contact when you make it back to the Hollow, so that if I live, you might know it. But I've got business of my own, and it goes south.
If anybody could survive here on this.
anybody could survive out here south, Arthur, by themselves, it's you.
I'm not looking to fat the 50, but I do plan to follow them. Stephen, the stone.
Yeah, he'll give you the stone.
Thank you.
I do have trust in your skills, Arthur. Do you want us to wait at the Hollow for a set period of time before moving on to Mountain Heart?
I think we'll know more, as I should be caught up with them by the time you reach the Hollow, if not sooner. I think we can communicate then. And if it please you, let your Foon know.
Don't get yourself killed out there, Arthur.
Arthur, this is a horrible idea. You've always been the Lone Ranger type, but there's really no reason for you to go off on your own just because you have quote-unquote business elsewhere. There's no reason for you to split us up. There's no reason for you to go off by yourself again.
I'm not splitting us up, I'm simply walking the other way.
Which
got
implies you're
business.
splitting us up. There's no reason for you to do it.
I've got business that some here know about, but most don't.
Well, that's fine. Then you could inform us of it, or we could take care of it in a minute after we go and make sure that we get all the information we need, like Clavia said.
I don't have that kind of time. So with that,
What business do you have? Maybe we should all go with you.
I don't think it wise. I'd only hoped that we might be able to survive altogether, but I think the odds of me going at it alone might be equal. So,
Well, we've survived together this far, so what reason do you have to not tell us what's going on with you now? Fucking persuasion.
I don't think it's really a persuasion thing.
Clavius having a few side emails, as it were, with Arthur, would say, I don't know, but I hope I understand, and will pull out a crossbow bolt and give it to him. And will whisper something to him. And will obviously acknowledge and accept his decision.
Sarah will kind of inquisitively make eye contact with Anna. You say you have business. Do you plan to go all the way down to Briarwood?
That's where they take me. Though I hope not.
Would you think of delivering my letter? Just if you do, it's closer than I'll ever get.
I can.
She'll hand you the scroll that you've all read. I think it's wise that maybe the Lord of Briarwood is aware that Greyforge exists. I don't know if I believe everything in this letter either, but she'll press the scroll into your hand.
Arthur will clasp Clavius at the forearm. Thank you, brother. I will. Hope to talk soon. Hope you make it back to the Hollow. Hope to see you all again. And he turns and goes.
Do you though?
Arthur.
Sorry, I was just gonna say Xerxes would have given you his last flashbang grenade, and wish you good luck. Use it if you need to escape.
Flashbang to my sheet.
Arthur.
Aye.
Do you have anything to keep you alive? Will you take some potions as you go?
I've got some.
Without Isabel.
And through Isabel's training, I've picked up some tips to patch myself.
Yeah.
North of the wall is a different place from when I last left it, but I still know it. I know the layout at least. I know some of the hides and holds and paths that others don't. I think I can make fast ground and get what I'm after sooner than later. And if I don't, at least I tried.
Out asking for help.
I don't think the help can help.
I'm glad we could travel all together.
I am too.
Just for this.
I did not think I'd say it. And maybe we'll
Yet
travel
you
again.
still want to leave.
And he goes.
Damn.
I might be drunk, but this shit is heavy.
Just like that.
Nick, are you having a baby? Are you writing yourself off for you know
I'm not.
months of time?
This is strictly an Arthur decision that has been ruminating for a short while that I didn't expect to see come to fruition tonight, but it did.
I dig it.
We now have an Arthur on the map.
Need a cat as well if you could.
It's way too much effort there.
Okay.
He'll also disappear from the map because people won't know where he is unless he's sending stones and tells them. But yeah, so Arthur will begin south while the rest of you head north, I presume. Or still talk about where you're going to go at this point. But Arthur and Kat will head off, and we shall see what comes of Arthur and Kat by way of the Sending Stone, which is going to be very fun. Me and Nick are going to have a lot of emailing to do.
And in the meantime, this other humanoid character walks up to the campfire.
We'll figure that out as well. Maybe it's not a humanoid. Maybe he's like a centaur. I used to say.
Play a centaur.
I'm gonna play a centaur. Who is to say? So the plot of the group at large, I should say, group one.
I don't know why we go anywhere but the Hollow.
Yeah.
What path would you prefer to take?
The
So
river.
the previous, you were taking the Heart River, because it'll be impossible to take the boat up the river without like horses drawing it.
Okay.
So you'll have to be on your merry walking way.
We just follow the river.
Yeah,
You'll-
that's what. Yeah, you want you just want to take the Lamna Cup, go to the lake, and then sail across.
I think that's probably, yeah, especially without our scout, we'd want to stay as close to the river as possible.
No,
the lay of
knowing
net
where
'cause
you
we
guys
know.
are.
Knowing it's safe too, and not knowing what's left of Bray.
Definitely avoiding the troll cave.
Yeah, knowing
Totally
where the
avoiding
troll
the troll
cave is. So that's good.
That's it. Arthur's just so pissed we didn't do the trolls. He had to go.
I'm gonna go
Some
find my
lines
own
don't
trolls.
cross.
It's not like this really deep lore issue that like Nick's been mulling over. He's like, didn't want to do the trolls. Fuck this group.
It's obvious he's going down to get Sir Garen's sword. I mean, we all know
Yeah.
that's what's happening. Like,
Well,
you
I
guys
haven't
left this sword
close
here.
to the sword before. I just really
I didn't
even though it's a
want
great sword.
I didn't want it to be revealed to you guys like this, but I felt I didn't want to lose the story of everything. And when Michael TPKs you all, I needed Arthur to be able to get back to Briarwood.
You needed Arthur to
Third
live. Yeah,
contingent could
smart. It's very
move
smart.
forward with a lot of knowledge.
Right before you guys go into the cave, Arthur's like, by the way, I also had to I'll be out here. So
I'll guard the door.
no, Volma's probably not in there. I'll just you guys just poke around.
And when he grasped me by the forearm when we were whispering, he said that he wanted me to take his share of the gold, by the way, fellas. Like, that's what he said.
He said, you take the gold. And
All right, yeah, we start.
don't
We
want
start
any of the
walking
magic
our merry
items.
way, I think.
Beautiful. Which side of the river would you like to be on?
North,
The north?
not the trolls cave side.
All right. And also not the Stinkwater Run side, but there is a crossover near there. So,
We'll probably avoid Stinkwater Run.
whoa. Chill place to camp. That's what I think. I get why Arthur left you guys. Shit. Don't want to go to Stinkwater Run again. All right. So traveling the better part of the day, you guys actually do, you're on the far side of the river, pass by the troll cave. You don't see any trolls when you're passing by there. And eventually you're kind of getting closer to Stinkwater Run, though you are on the other side of the river. And you find, somewhere general to camp it down. Setting up the hut, I presume.
Yep.
Beautiful. If there's anything you guys need to chat about, we will jump to the next day. Seeing
Anna would want to check on Saru. Maybe when we're winding down.
Oh, you don't have to. He's been ranting about what an idiotic decision it is to split the party the entire trip up here. So it's very clear where his head is.
Okay. Good to know.
fair.
Don't need it. Don't need it.
Not
don't need to guess
necessarily
what
to
his
anybody.
headspace
He's
is.
just like he's just talking to the group in general. Just be like, can you be? Just not really expecting a response. Just like, what in the absolute hell? This is how people die and get hurt.
I'll ask him diplomatically, as somebody with a 0 modifier charisma can ask, if his people are like a highly tribal people, like a highly collective people, or are they more independent?
Well, it's both. Like everybody, everybody kind of is a family together. And when you form a giant group that goes out to party, you kind of expect that they're going to stay together. Plus, in a place like this, where you don't necessarily know what's lying around, you don't necessarily want to be alone.
In Krazik, how many times a week does the average tabaxi eat dinner alone?
Never. Unless they're out hunting or something by themselves, but that doesn't happen because we always go in groups.
That was like enough of an answer. That's like different enough from Clavius's worldview that like he might understand a little bit why Saru is upset at the splitting.
Sarah will approach Isabel, much like she has before, saying that she's again starting to feel some of those same effects and kind of show you her wrist as it's starting to gray, the veins again. Kind of the night before, she knows that you need the morning to kind of prepare for such things. She'll tell you that she thinks that she'll be fine tonight, but she can kind of like feel it coming on.
Isabel will go ahead and just take care of it.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Much like before when you've done this, you kind of immediately see that graying kind of dissipate in her eyes, kind of wake up a bit, and she immediately like looks at you and thanks you and tells you that she's feeling much better. And then she'll like share a look with Anna, and like she'll thank you for kind of imploring, like telling her that she needed to come with you guys. Though she'd been feeling better for kind of a longer period of time this time, she's happy to not have left Isabel. That's her general mood of the evening. Trying to get Sarah back into the fold a little bit instead of just leaving her behind all the time, forgetting about her, dragging her through a cave. It is Nick's next character is Sarah, so I'm trying to really get her.
That's good.
It's got a lot of lore that Connor's just got to send him. But the night will then pass as you guys are in the dome, and you'll wake up in the morning when it is the 9th, late morning, cool fall day. The air is still, the sky is clear. You guys can prepare whatever spells you need to do. If you need to prepare different spells. You guys didn't get hurt at all, so you guys are good on that front. Is there anything else? Oh, did someone need to identify something?
Yeah, Steven.
Now that you got Arthur gone, it's easier to roll off, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing. Before some other character shows up.
Steven was going to pull Isabel aside and see if he could get her help identifying the staff.
Yeah. Isabel will ask when Steven is ready, and then we'll cast a prayer over him before he starts.
That's badass.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty solid.
That is solid. Love that. And Steven will go ahead and cast Identify as Ritual.
Awesome. Now I have to find it. On the staff, right? That's the only thing
Yep.
left.
I think so.
There's the staff.
Creepy staff.
Quite spoopy.
Hmm.
It's got some stuff. A lot of text. Staff previously wielded by Lord Volmer, Deacon of Decay, and leader of the faction of the Chaos Legion. This massive staff resizes to fit the height required by its wielder, only keeping its reach property when wielded by a large or larger sized creature. The Deacon staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +2 bonus to melee attack and damage rolls made with it. Staff can also be used as a +1 arcane/5.
You know who needs this staff is Torgon.
For real. He would
Or we might find him. We don't
he would
know.
rock the fuck out of that thing.
Torgon needs a staff.
He'd arguably get the 3d6 necrotic damage.
I think he would get the 3d6 as an undead.
He's out there.
He's out there somewhere. Out
Right.
there somewhere.
That thing is
I like how
crazy.
you have in the smallest text at the bottom requires attunement by a cleric, arguably the most important piece.
Yeah, if you're going to expend charges, it requires attunement by a cleric. If using the staff
Oh.
strictly as a melee weapon or focus, attunement is still required, but no class restriction. So you can still get the +2 melee attack to hit or the +1 arcane focus. You just can't use those charges unless you're a cleric.
Got it.
Isabel, welcome to the fight.
I feel like Isabel might have some RP reasons to not carry this around. Just a guess.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fight.
False life is not terrible.
No, False Life is good. Do we want to roll off here?
On the staff particularly.
Or just on what we got?
Stuff.
Everything. On all the stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
I mean, in hindsight, since Arthur left, she should have grabbed that con. Would have helped him in the wilderness.
Nah, he
He's
would.
like, I need to read before I head out. I'm gonna sit on this bridge
Practice
for
your
6
letters.
days.
Do we want to do the con? Do we want to do the con first, or are we doing the con last?
Last.
Well, let's
We're doing
see
the
if
con
they're-
last. 100%.
Okay. All right, abyssal armor. Does anybody want the abyssal armor, or is it going to Fent?
I think Fent's the only one who can wear it, right?
What's
Yeah.
So we got to find out first before we let Fent wear it.
Wear that. I don't even know if we can.
Can you get rid of the obvious "I'm with the demons" etchings on it?
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty obviously like
You roll with a bad crowd.
demonic armor.
Yeah,
So-
because I mean, if you can buff that out, I mean, if nothing else, like +1 plate mail is like 20,000 gold or something. It's ridiculous.
So do we want to? Does nobody want it at the moment? And we can either sell it and maybe sell it at a discount because it's evil.
I don't know if Fent's proficient with it.
We
It is
can
the
move
bad
on.
boy of the sea, though.
Anyways, Clavius, do you want it?
I can't. And I would not wear it unless we can get rid of the.
Okay, cool.
Xerxes
Stays in
can
the
try.
bag.
Yeah, we can try that at the hall to buff it out.
All right. So it'll stay in the bag, and Xerxes can mess around with it later.
You
Wand of Secrets. Someone should at least keep. Someone should just keep it on him.
Steven will take it. He doesn't really. Yeah, don't have.
Saru, do you want a Wand of Secrets?
I was gonna say,
It seems like the only thing
seems like
you
our
would ever
curious
be
cat.
interested in.
Not particularly. I'm gonna take it, but I have really no need for it.
All right.
really who's going to
Steven-
remember it when you need it? That's the most important thing.
Steven will take it.
Right.
Potion
of giant strength fire. I assume this is going to Clavius.
Pretty rad.
I mean, I can throw it in the sack. It's just going to be for when we ever need to lift something.
Cool. Congratulations.
It will increase, what is it? Fire giant? 25
5.
strength. Yeah. I mean, that changes to hit rolls for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when we
Makes you
know
get
we're
the-
going into a big fight.
I mean, the potion of heroism was so clutch. I mean, that was the reason Anna didn't miss. It's because I had blessed for an hour. So, yeah. Okay, Clavius, you get the potion of giant strength fire. Congratulations.
You,
I assume Anna's taking the arrow of humanoid slaying, unless somebody else wants it.
Sarah doesn't really want that. So. I think she's one of the only other people with a bow.
Okay.
She can't use
How many of us are rolling on the manual of bodily health?
She has one arm. It's like this.
When it was discussed what that was, what was Clavius's reaction?
He was drunk, I think, right? Or was it the next morning?
You're either
I
drunk
was-
or hungover.
Yeah, I was hungover and soliloquizing, as it
Yeah.
were.
So,
I think Clavius's motivation, whether it would be like if you ask him, who knows what he would say, but like he would be glad to take it because he's at the front a lot. Anna's at the front a lot, but at the same time, there are some squishier people that could benefit from the extra hit points and AC from it as well. Like I think he would legitimately say this is a universally needed item and just make your argument.
Okay.
make
I
your
would roll
argument
for
with
that.
your dice.
Yeah, Steven will roll.
Flat
Anna
D20s those.
will roll. So if you're going to roll on it, roll a d20.
Roll a D20.
High or low?
You want high.
Low. Nailed it. Low, nailed it.
I was gonna say, remember last time? Yeah, last time the 3 won it. So
Nice.
Anybody else rolling on it?
all right, beefy gun boy.
I think that was it.
I don't think Xerxes has won anything yet, so he's probably due.
Solid.
He would just say that he hopes that this will cure his ails and keep him at top physical form despite his advanced age.
Yeah.
And maybe help
It's
him load some
this is-
gold
this is-
next time.
Steven will say, "This is good. Now you'll be able to help take washes because you'll be feeling better. You'll be feeling younger."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He
Does he
would
still take the book?
say, yeah.
As you're walking, he trips and falls, and the book flies into the river on accident. Oh, shoot.
Oh no. Physical health is not mental health. He still requires sleep to keep his horns sleek.
Yep, it's true. Sleek and lubricated. So, Xerxes, you'll just have to make a little like counter on your sheet, because you will read this over a period of 6 days, and you got to get to 48 hours for it to knock off. So, like every night, you'll probably want to read some, and in the mornings if you have extra time before you guys bump off. Because obviously it takes some time, but it does increase your constitution score by 2, and you can technically get to 22 con if you were to keep bumping.
Which,
your con.
I'm making a con build.
Yeah, solid.
So
Good for the health, that's for damn sure. I think it might even pop like your health up overall for every level that you have. I don't know if that's how that works or not.
I think it does.
I think it does. So get an extra hit point for every level, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Was there anything else? The Deacon Staff. Does anybody want that? Keep it in the bag.
In the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Butte. In the bag. I'm just leaving it in the items handout section. That's where that will live. Gesundheit. All right. Beautiful.
Michael, with Arthur gone in the morning, Anna will pop this mutagen and will be trying to sort of do her best to fill his role.
Love it. Love it. All right. So another day. This day you will pass Stinkwater Run. You'll see it on the other side. And you'll actually realize that you kind of have to go inland a bit more to go around that region where it's like rocky cliff face and stuff. You can't like walk next to the water. So you actually see Stinkwater Run from more of a distance as you kind of move around this way. And as you pass, it looks basically as you left it. There's nothing that you can see from this distance, at least, that it's not a flaming ball of fire. There's not a million swarms of beetles swarming all of the dead bodies that are inside. Anything of note that you guys want to achieve on this walking day? Because another day does pass without any funny business.
I'd say Clavius is just walking now. He's not doing his fancy stand still and swap places with the shadow, as he's more disillusioned with the inaccurate hits that the shadow has been producing lately.
And Borseal's not there to taunt, so that also is probably a big factor. So yeah, second day will pass, and you guys will be able to camp down.
So, just so I'm clear, I would read at this point, and that would give me 1 point on my tracker.
You can read for as many hours as you please. You guys probably camp down after traveling for the day at about 8. So you could probably get 4 hours if you want to get a full night's rest to start reading. And then you can read some more in the morning if you want to.
Cool.
So yeah, you can snag 4 hours to start it off. Dope. All right. Anything in the evening or morning? Are you guys ready to take off again?
Yep.
No, this is real. This is what we call slow, fast traveling.
Yep.
This is why we need to go to the airship wreckage. I can get it running again, and then we can have airship travel. We've all played the RPGs. We know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
guys are lucky. I had freaking tables set up and everything because I was like, I don't know where they're gonna fucking go. They could go literally anywhere. So they better be ready for some random encounter tables. And then nothing. The day passes. Again, third day. Xerxes, you could have got some in the morning too. So you would have been at 6. And then for today, you would get another 4. So 10 total. And then tomorrow morning, you could get another 2 hours if you wanted to get to 12.
So 12.
Yeah. Anything you want to do this night or the next morning? Anyone? Other than dome it up? Beautiful. On this day, you will kind of get to the edge of the lake and be able to either camp at the edge of the lake or travel across at night and enter. That's kind of up to you. What you guys want to do?
Makes no difference to me. Do we think we could find our way through in the dark?
Gonna be dark in there either way.
I meant find like the entrance in the dark.
Sure. Plausibly.
There's probably no need to rush it per se.
Yeah, just camp. It's fine.
We know Chaudhry comes out in the morning, and we would sort of vaguely know where, I believe.
It's true.
Yeah,
Could just meet him in the morning.
Great idea.
It's a good idea.
So once again, you leap the night. Xerxes, get another knock off the old book. It's kind of the perfect time to read. You should just be reading and walking, just holding it up. And in the morning, setting the command word and putting the boat in the water. You have a nice ship to sail across towards the hollow. And as you do, you note the reds and oranges and yellows of the leaves. Much of the leaves have been falling at this point as it's getting closer and closer to winter. And you're going across the calm waters of the Lamnik as the sun is kind of glistening across as it's rising. And on your approach, you see near the entrance to the hollow, off to the side on the rocks, there is a small canoe, and in the distance you can see a figure, male, and to some of your eyes, likely Anna's, with her intense perceptive skills after taking that potion, I assume, can make out that it is Chaudhry sitting and just kind of waiting. And he stands, kind of like puts a hand up from a distance as he sees his boat approaching. And then you all hear and as you kind of look up, you see the Black Doom in the distance, flying and kind of approaching on the same trajectory as you towards the entrance to the hollow. And he slowly lands near Chaudhry, the spray of the water coming up into the air, on a perch that, now seeing it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. All the vegetation is kind of flattened in that region, and there's like this perfect area for him to look down upon Chaudhry from, as he is wont to do. And you can see that his rear hide, you can all see it now, that has this black tendrils and kind of like necrosis of kind of damage, like eating away at him. You can see this festering wound. And then you also see him like look over towards your oncoming boat. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's sesh. Jumping in tomorrow. Jumping in next week.